What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. So this past weekend, I finally competed for the first time in a year. I went to Nashville, Tennessee and competed in the kids charity event called Relentless. They raised $55,000 for kids with cancer, and it was an amazing experience. I got to meet a lot of cool people. I got to compete with some of the strongest people I've ever seen, and all around it was a very good weekend, minus a few hiccups here and there. I did have a lot of stuff planned for this video. I was very excited to share a lot of the in-depth details with you guys, weigh-ins, different athletes, things like that. And unfortunately, Friday night into Saturday, the hotel that I stayed at, along with the surrounding hotels, they were subject to break-ins. Unfortunately, my truck was one of the vehicles that was broken into. It did set everything back quite significantly when I woke up Saturday morning and I realized that my truck window was broken out. I had to call the police, which they never showed up. I'm not entirely sure how that all works, but the police never showed up, so I was not able to get a police report. We ended up checking out of the hotel early, and it kind of just set everything back a little bit. So by the time I got to the event center, I didn't even get a chance to really warm up. All I really was able to do was put my wrist wraps on, put my knee sleeves on. I touched the log maybe once. I just repped out an empty log, and then it was time for showtime. So I really didn't get a chance to stretch or to really do much. And the same goes for my boyfriend. Since he was with me, we had to deal with the truck issue. We had to go through all of our stuff and make sure that nothing was missing. So he wasn't able to warm up either. It was all in all a very good day. I wish it would have worked out in the morning a little bit easier for us, so that way we were able to get to the event center and warm up normally and be able to kind of be a little bit more prepared. Thankfully, nothing was taken out of my vehicle. We had our gym bags, I had my massage gun, even my very large YouTube camera that I use quite regularly. Everything was in my vehicle and nothing was stolen. So I am very blessed in that sense. We just had a lot of glass to clean up. We went through all of our stuff just to verify that nothing was taken. Our stuff was gone through because it was a disaster once we did get into the vehicle. But once we got to the event center, everything kind of worked out smoothly. Aside from not being able to get warmed up properly, it was a very good day. So let me walk you through some of the events. Since the morning was such a disaster, I wasn't able to really get my YouTube camera set up. So everything was taken on my cell phone. And unfortunately, it might not be very good quality because it is on my cell phone. So you'll just have to forgive me, but let's go ahead and jump in. The very first event of the day was the log press. It was for 105 pounds just for reps. I was the second one to go, and I will make a video on this later, but I've been dealing with an injury since last week. Something happened to my knee. I'll go into more in-depth detail once I get a proper diagnosis. But I was able to get 5 reps. The very first rep did not count because I forgot to wait for the down command. So all in all, I got 5 reps, which tied me for first. The next event was the deadlift on the Mammoth Bar. I have never touched a Mammoth Bar in my entire strongman career, and I will say it is definitely one of my favorites. I was a little nervous going into it because you'll hear people talk about how much whip is in the bar, but I really, really liked it. I have not deadlifted heavy in a year. Since my last knee surgery last March, I've just been slowly working my way back up, and since my leg has been on the weaker side, I haven't really gained that much traction on my deadlift. So things were kind of lacking a little bit, but I did end my deadlift at 285, which is a PR for me, a post-surgery PR, not a lifetime, but a post-surgery PR. So I'm very, very happy with that. Next up was the Wheelbarrow Race. I was very nervous about this, again, because of my leg, but the wheelbarrow itself was very sturdy. It was supposed to be 360 pounds per hand. Straps were not allowed, so we had to kind of freehand it. I am not 100% sure if the weight actually turned out to be 360 pounds per hand, but either way, it was very heavy and I'm very, very happy with the run. The second to last event was a sandbag over bar. We did this at Nationals a couple years ago, and ever since then, it's been kind of a favorite of mine. I had a 20-pound sandbag, and as you can see throughout the videos, they did raise the bar higher and higher each time. It started at 10 feet for me, and then it just moved up. I cannot for the life of me remember what the ending height was, but I do know that I got second place in this event. The very last event of the day was a sandbag carry. It was a 130-pound sandbag, and it was for distance. 130 pounds wasn't too terribly heavy until I got to about the very last lap, and then it seemed to kind of really weigh on me. I was starting to lose my breath a little bit, but I did place first in this event.
On the bar for Dakota. He's got a broken pinky going to attempt this. And that's a good lift. Who needs 5 fingers up? Aaron is your next lifter. Mark in the hole. Jamie on deck. Logan for out. And Donald did 5 out.
All in all, this weekend was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to go and to contribute a little bit to this charity. Now stay tuned for my next video. It will be a knee update after I go to the doctor and kind of see what's going on, get a prognosis, and I'll give you guys an update. So until next time, guys, don't forget to tap that subscription button because I'd love to have you stick around, and I'll catch you next time.